next. Any predictions?
50 McQuades darker. Hopefully they don't. This is one of the teams that had disconnect issues. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Against the jungle Cleave. I'm not sure about this matchup.
Fusion, man. BSX type.
It's either gonna be jungle or it's gonna be FMP.
Oh
yeah, we did see them play FMP last week.
I just want to take a quick minute, guys. One solid, hot minute to shout out the one and only Gorecki. It is his birthday today, so just go ahead and just spam that chat with happy birthday, Gorecki. Gorecki. He is 18 years old. Oh man, the big 18.
Wait, whose birthday is it?
Gorecki.
Oh. Happy birthday, Gorecki.
Birthday, buddy.
Wait, are we gonna sing it?
Okay. It's up to you guys. Can we?
You have to start it because I can't actually remember how it goes.
Alright, I'm gonna start it. You ready?
Okay.
Happy birthday to
Mr. Smithers.
Happy birthday to
you. Happy birthday, Gorecki. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Now blow out your candles and we'll get ready to queue up because we're queuing.
Blow out your candles and play!
The comic gum wasn't double bubble, I was wrong. Was it bazooka? I don't think it was bazooka. I don't know if we have bazooka in Canada. What, you know what I'm talking about? It's like it was a pink, it came in a little pink wrapper. The gum with a comic.
It was a little pink wrapper? It was Nicki Minaj?
100% is double bubble.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
We're talking about gum, alright?
Oh, sorry.
Let's see. Double bubble comic. Oh yeah, Double Bubble did have comics in it, you're right.
It had to be double bubble.
Yeah, how dare that guy. No, it was. There it is. Look just like this.
Link it in the chat, prove him wrong.
Yeah, I am. That guy telling me I'm wrong. I'm pissed. Right there.
I'm pissed. I know my bubble gum.
Yeah.
People are like bazooka. What is a bazooka? That's a gun.
Oh yeah, you guys don't know about bazooka, huh?
No, we don't have that. I don't know what that is. That's...
Sounds like gum that monkeys eat.
It's bazooka gum. What?
Double bubble greater than bazooka. Hashtag 420 swag.
You gotta add the hashtag, man.
Clear. We're clear here. At infinity.
You guys in the game?
Yep.
Alright, the very first map of this best of 3 series, gentlemen and girls, is in the Grand Arena.
Uh-oh.
I don't have anything.
How are we gonna see that Mage Feral Paladin comp against Paladin Warlock Warrior? And it's so interesting to see how many Paladins are in this tournament.
I like Paladins, man. Paladins are cool.
I like them too. They're very strong.
I need to queue up.
I feel like this is the strongest they've ever been in the history of WoW.
Yeah, probably. Well,
Harona needs to come back, man.
I think that FMP's in trouble though. Like Maldiva and Stay Strong are gonna just be doing so much damage the whole time, and like Maldiva is their target. Like I feel like a lock is hard to kill for a mage and a feral. But they're actually just starting right onto Fusion in the center here. Stay Strong, getting the rend up, going back, Blood Horror onto Beanslayer. Early poly on a Zileawong, Fist of Justice onto Stay Strong, and this is some good cross CC. But Maldiva with the double Howl Terror to negate it. He does get locked out on the Refear, but that early polymorph was negated because of that. Now the bash onto Zileawong is going to free him to reduce the CC. Dark Soul coming out from Maldiva into the DR poly. Beanslayer trying to go for a Cyclone here. Locks out the Haunt of Maldiva. He's getting pressured. I might have just been proven wrong. Saved by the Light's going to get procced very early on, and Stay Strong with the Recklessness, spinny, trying to get the counter pressure.
Yeah, and Beanslayer actually still has his offensive cooldowns ready to go. Zileawong caught into that full Frostjaw, and Maldiva could be in a lot of trouble when Beanslayer finally decides to pop that Incarnation. But at the moment, Samiyam as well as Beanslayer taking a lot of damage. Fuzion caught into that Stormbolt, but he is just going to freedom that immediately. The fear coming out from Stay Strong onto Samiyam. I believe he trinketed that. But both teams are sort of stabilized for now. But Beanslayer, like I said, still has that Incarnation available and ready to go. And the next CC chain on Zileawong could be really, really scary for Maldiva.
Yeah, and he's getting locked out so much. He's not able to get as much pressure as he needs to. He's pulling back into the room here, probably going to get portaled back to his gateway shortly if he gets put under the pressure. Stormbolt on the Fusion. Polymorph on to Stay Strong, though. Nice Dispel. Or actually, it's going to break the damage. He's going to be able to get Dispelled out. Now into the full clone. This FMP has complete control right now. Incarn comes out. That could be it. Portal at 12%. Fist of Justice onto Zileawong. He's trying to sit through it. Saved by the Light. Gonna proc just in the nick of time, giving that Dark Regeneration the time it needs. But, oh my god, it's shredded through. 40% right now. Deep Freeze on his Zileawong, and Beanslayer's just going to clone him low HP, trying to switch the clone over to Zileawong, but he's line of sighting it. He puts him into the Fist of Justice to deny that clone, and Beanslayer's play is getting shut down.
Yeah, beautifully done by Zileawong, but Maldiva's still in a lot of trouble now, hovering around 30% HP, catches the huge heal from Zileawong, who still has that Avenging Wrath up, and now Samiyam and Beanslayer getting chunked down by Stay Strong and Maldiva. Maldiva has that Dark Soul up right now, going to be doing a significant more damage. Fuzion now actually caught into the full Fury. He does have that Avenging Wrath off. He should be able to top off his team nicely. Zileawong caught into the full clone. Maldiva in a little bit of trouble now. Still, if we see any follow-ups, you see the Deep Freeze comes out onto Zileawong. He does freedom that to try to reduce the duration. DR Hodge comes out. If we could see a Polymorph. Maldiva's so low, 5% HP, could just die at 11%. Zileawong bubbling that Polymorph, but this still could be the end for Maldiva. Zileawong finally able to get some heals off, but that's pretty much all Zileawong's cooldowns there, and Maldiva's still not topped off.
Yeah, the bubble's going to be fading here, and Samiyam going for the rebuff now to make sure his team is completely as powerful as they can be, and Huge Sack is just sitting so comfortably, has his wall, his bubble, his bops, his trinket, everything to him. Beanslayer with one shield wall as well. Maldiva getting pressured with the clone onto Zileawong. Bladestorm coming out from Stay Strong, trying to pressure Maldiva, gateways away. Full Poly Lance, Fisted Justice, Cross CC, trinkets immediately to try and do something. Halotera onto Beanslayer. Maldiva portals back to Zileawong. He gets Deep Frozen on his Avenging Wrath. He's free to mean to reduce the CC duration. He's going to be able to get those big heals. He gets cloned 1 second. He should be able to pick him up if the CC ends. A Blood Horror on the Beanslayer. Fuzion getting pressured by Stay Strong, gets put into the fear now as he swaps back over to Samiyam. Maldiva just needs to get the damage out. He's falling more and more behind. Finally, the dots are loaded up on the Fuzion. It's going to tick him very low. Samiyam at 60%. Beanslayer needs to get the dots on him as well. Dark Soul coming out. Zileawong's Avenging Wrath going to be fading. That's the last DR of fear, and Beanslayer going for a clone right now. Portals away, but a full Fist of Justice on the Fuzion in the backline into the DR'd Stormbolt. He's going to be able to sit through it. No shield wall, though. He's trying to get through the interrupt. Recklessness, spinning coming out on the Fuzion, trying to kite away with the sprint. Pops the Avenging Wrath, going for the big heals now, trying to fake the interrupts. He's just not faking them. That pummel not coming out. Now the full clone comes. He's going to be able to top his team off.
Yeah, finally that Avenging Wrath coming out for Fuzion. Like you said, going to be able to top his team off. But the Heroic Leap coming up from Stay Strong pummels Fuzion there. Finally gets behind the pillar, going to be able to top himself off. Maldiva in a lot of trouble now. Zileawong caught into that full Polymorph at the moment. Maldiva down to around 30%. Saved by the Light coming out from him. And Scout's Honors at 100% HP right now. All the momentum is in their way right now.
That Execution Sense coming in, triple Halotera. Ooh, baby, a triple Blood Horror trigger. Stormbolt onto Fuzion. They're pressuring Beanslayer here. He gets locked down on the clone there. Hand of Purity comes out from Fuzion to reduce that dot damage. Unfortunately, it wasn't even dotted, so a bit of a waste of the Purity, and they're just swapping over to Fuzion now. It pops the Execution Sense, trying to kite away from Stay Strong. The Polymorph's now finally connecting on to Stay Strong, giving him Fuzion the time he needs to cast. He's going to dispel Beanslayer, who's trying to go for a cycle, and it lands full onto Zileawong. Incarnation comes out onto Maldiva. He pops Dark Regeneration, portals away. Fist of Justice, Cross CC, full poly now. Maldiva completely alone behind the pillar, 50% HP, lining for his life, still not getting top. Deep Freeze on the Zileawong. He's going to gateway away. Ice Nova connects at 20%. Comet Storm comes in. Bop connects at 30%. They're rallying and crying. Now Beanslayer at 40%. Into the Stormbolt. No trinket. Purity comes out from Fuzion. He goes into the half-yard fear. That's going to proc the Saved by the Lights. Survival Instincts used as well as the Hand of Sacrifice to keep Beanslayer offensive.
And Dampening just kicked in. It's up to 2% right now, but that's going to come out, and this is really going to help the WLP team the further and further this game goes. Maldiva has that Dark Soul up right now, trying to get as much spread pressure as possible. Fuzion now popping out those wings, and if we look, Fuzion still has his bubble and a bop available, ready to go. He's hovering around 40% HP. Stay Strong does connect onto him right now, but they miss both their interrupts, and Fuzion's going to be able to cast right now, and because of that, Stay Strong is going to get off him and try to come back and help out his team while Maldiva is being pressured. But he's taking so much damage. Zileawong caught into the deep freeze, the bash onto Maldiva. Zileawong now into the polymorph, the triple CC coming out with the clone on Stay Strong. Maldiva portaling back, catching some heals from Zileawong. And he's going to be able to stabilize for now. Beanslayer now into the full Hodge, though, taking a significant amount of damage. He's going to trinket that, try to keep himself offensive. The full clone coming out onto Zileawong from Beanslayer, the polymorph onto Stay Strong, and Maldiva in a 3v1 situation once again.
Yeah, and full bleeds are up. Fist of Justice connects on the Zileawong Freedoms. Recklessness Bladestorm coming out, though, onto Fuzion. Is it enough? Haunt connects. 50% on Maldiva, 50% on Fuzion. Both players dipping really low right now. Comet Storm comes in. Clone onto Zileawong, 40%. Fuzion gets locked out, but he managed to top himself off. He's still in the center of the map, though. Maldiva gets cloned up, low HP. Beanslayer going for the clone swap. He's not going to be able to get it in time. He's trying to fake the interrupts and get this clone, but it's just getting lined. The clone ended up going on to Stay Strong. Maldiva's hiding away with that Soul Burn port. His pet's getting low HP, though. If Beanslayer can notice it and turn over and kill it, it might be the end for him. It's like 10% health on Fuzion right now. If they can kill it, I don't think they're aware of it. It might end up dying to the Soul Link damage. Regardless, now at 5%, if that pet dies, it might be the end of Maldiva. He gets locked out on the UA. He's in the center of the map trying to kite. The pet did go down. Maldiva with no Soul Link, 50% in the center of the map. He does get the pet out. Is it enough, though? Dark Regen, Saved by the Light procs. Execution Sentence going to connect before the Frostjaw. Top him off in the nick of time. Fuzion with the Avenging Rat to keep his team completely top, but he gets swapped in the Stormbolt. The Haunt is up, full dots. Dark Soul is popped by Maldiva, trying to get the pressure rolling for his team.
Yeah, this FMP just has so much CC with the Spammable Polymorph and the Spammable Cyclone. As we see, Stay Strong getting CC'd a lot right now by Samiyam. Polymorph into a DR Polymorph, and Maldiva not really able to accomplish too much with that Dark Soul right there. Beanslayer taking a little bit of damage by Stay Strong, but Stay Strong's caught into that full root, and I mean, they're playing... They just have so much CC on Stay Strong and Maldiva from training, and they're not really able to get out much pressure at all. The full polymorph coming out onto Zileawong. Maldiva could be in a little bit of trouble here. Down to 50%. The Ice Nova's coming in from Samiyam. Zileawong having to bubble that to get some healing onto Maldiva, but it might not be enough. With the bubble, he has to port away. Beanslayer has all his cooldowns right now, and Maldiva taking an infinite amount of damage. Zileawong caught into that Hodge, and Maldiva still out of the woods. Stay Strong not able to... Yeah, Stay Strong not able to peel into that polymorph. He does trinket that. Maldiva still hovering around 30% HP. Zileawong still not out of CC. The Avenging Wrath comes out. He should be able to top off Maldiva here. Beanslayer's cooldowns are going to fade, but they got a lot there.
Yeah, definitely. Sack and Survival Instincts overlap. Beanslayer's out of defensive cooldowns. Maldiva has stabilized for now. Zileawong coming out of a polymorph here. He's going for another polymorph. He lands the half polymorph. Maldiva trying to get the damage roll. He's in a good position to portal back. Comet Storm comes in. Beanslayer going for the clone. He's going to get howled on the clone, and he goes for the interrupt on Maldiva. Locks the UA. He's not going to be able to portal for a few seconds, but the dots are finally sinking in. Fuzion has to pop the Avenging Rat to heal through the damage. Maldiva portals back as Zileawong gets cloned up. A Stormbolt onto Fuzion in the center of the map. A full Fist of Justice onto Beanslayer as well. Maldiva throwing the Haunts out, trying to do whatever he can for his team, and full dots are finally getting loaded up here shortly by Maldiva. Deep freeze onto Zileawong. The full poly gonna land. Maldiva almost alone back here. The safeguard coming out from Stay Strong. He's gonna gateway as well. Blood Horror's up if Beanslayer can connect. Sam going for some more polymorphs onto Zileawong. Clones now coming out from Beanslayer. He's trying to fake the pummel to land the clone, but a fear from Stay Strong gonna deny that clone. He's still going for the clones, not able to get it. Maldiva should be okay. The Frozen Orb coming out though, 50% HP. Beanslayer with the Survival Instincts at 50%. Fuzion now rotting 50%, but Maldiva at 20%. Rallying Cry barely coming in, and the Execution Sentence barely doing anything with dampening at 27%, but he's going to survive. Zileawong comes out of the CC, now into the Frostjaw though. Fuzion starting to get tapped on mana at 32%. Maldiva can stay alive and be a live lord. He might pull it off.
His Zileawong now caught into a full clone, still not out of the CC chain, but I mean, if you look, Zileawong has 100% mana. Fuzion trying now to sit down for a drink. This could be huge. Getting 78% mana, 86% mana, and now he has to come back and play catch-up a little bit. Samiyam and Beanslayer are really low now, but that drink was huge at 30% damaging. Beanslayer caught into that Hodge, hovering around 30% HP, and it's going to be hard for Fuzion to really top him off until he has that wings back up. The double howl coming out from Maldiva onto Samiyam as well as Beanslayer. Zileawong caught into a DR clone at the moment. Maldiva under a little bit of pressure, but at this time, I mean, 31% damaging. This WLS is really going to shine.
Yeah, Avenger Wrath coming out from Fuzion. He wants to keep his team tough with damage at 30%. The full poly lands. He sacked it, but it got spell stolen before the damage ticked. 30% on Maldiva. Can he survive? The Dark Regen Saved by the Light gonna proc at 30%. Denounce is coming in from Fuzion. He wants this kill. He wants it now. Comet Storm 20%. This could be it. 10%. No portal in sight. Gonna go down to the pressure and the triple damage from Fuzion at the end at 34% dampening.
Oh,
wow. Holy crow. Wong was at like full mana. I really thought Fuzion was just gonna get tapped there, but they made it happen. I mean, the dark region coming out from Maldiva did actually nothing at that point. Taking a quick look at that replay to see this setup, Maldiva at 50% healthier. That's the full polymorph onto Wong, and there was a hand of sacrifice right before it, but Samiyam getting it off. The dark region and Saved by the Light is all that Maldiva had left, but the DR Cyclone, or actually the full Cyclone on the Maldiva with Orb and everything going on, it's deep into dampening. Maldiva's going to go down. The first map of this best of 3 series is going to Scout's Honor.
It can, I mean, that Frill having spammable Cyclone, it can be really hard for this team to deal with that amount of CC. I mean, not only do they have to deal with interrupting the Mage's Frost Draws and his Polymorph and his Deep Sheeps, but now they also have to deal with the Beanslayer throwing out Roots as well as Cyclones, and they just don't have enough interrupts.
I wonder if they weren't expecting FMP, like maybe they expected jungle, and maybe there was a talent choice or something they can make differently against FMP, because the beginning of the game felt much more weak from Maldiva's side, and the longer the game went on, it felt like he was getting like better and better as the game went going. So if he can start like he did at the end of the game, then I think they can win. But it seemed really awkward, I think, at the start for them.
Yeah, I agree 100%. The next map chosen by 50 McQuades Darker is going to be Blades Edge Arena. Affected by cooldowns.
Yeah, I don't have frames.
Yeah, I didn't have frames that whole game.
The whole... Oh, wow.
Well, I had frames. I just didn't have cooldowns for anyone.
Oh, I didn't have cooldowns.
Yeah, me either. I don't know. It was like smooth all day. What changed now? It was weird. I was good all day long.
Just, I don't know. It seems just random with like what classes there are.
Yeah.
Feels random anyways.
Alright, it is currently 1-0. Blades Edge Arena is a good choice, I feel. Like, if they're going to continue to go Maldiva, they're going to have to deal with this Z-Axis port now coming out from the Warlock. I don't think that might be in their best interest to change their kill target. Scout's Honor's kill target. I don't know. We'll see, though.
Yeah. Gateway is going to get down here and doesn't get stopped. He might even want to move it to the top here. Samiyam pushing up to the top of the bridge now. Portal's laid down. Beanslayer trying to find his target. Going to open up onto Maldiva. That Blood Horde not triggering just yet, strangely enough. But Recklessness Avatar used almost as the first global from Stay Strong. He's trying to kill Fuzion right in the opener. Bursting him pretty hard with full dots. He had to use the wall immediately, going for the Holy Lights now, trying to cast through the interrupts and fake them. But he gets locked out. He might just go down in the opener. Saved by the Light. Going to proc. He's cutting through it. That's the execution sentence being used. And Stay Strong's just going to heroic leap off. He got the cooldowns. He's trying to peel for the Incarnation that is crushing Maldiva. And now the execution sentence coming out from Zileawong in time, topping Maldiva before the half polymorph comes in.
Yeah, Maldiva had to use his heals there as well, but this WLP having so much pressure in this game compared to last. I mean, Beanslayer's offensive cooldowns are going to fade now. Zileawong still has his Trinket Bubble Bop, War Mastery available. Spamming out those casts, finally able to top off Maldiva, but Fuzion under a lot of trouble right now. Jumps off with his Avenging Wrath up, hovering around 50% HP. Stay Strong caught into that Root clone. Beautiful peels coming out by Beanslayer, allowing Fuzion to get away and get topped off. But the pressure on Fuzion this game is just so much higher.
Yeah, definitely. And Maldiva's loading up the dots on everyone this game, unlike last time at the beginning. And the Colossus Smash comes out into Fuzion, trying to fake cast that pummel. He does manage to fake cast the pummel. He's spamming the heals. He goes into the Stormbolt now. Maldiva needs to get dots. He's going for the Haunt. The Haunt's going to connect onto Fuzion. He's just spamming the heals, though. Even going for Denounces now. Howl Terror coming out. Beanslayer's going to break out of the full dots. He's pressuring Maldiva very hard. There's a lot of cross CC right now into Zileawong and Stay Strong. Full clone lands, but Zileawong gets the execution sense before he goes into CC, topping Maldiva off reasonably. He does manage to lock out the Cyclone from Beanslayer as well. He can portal up at any time. Zileawong going into the full poly might be a good time, but he gets bashed up. He's going to trinket and portal immediately. Samiyam blinking in, though, to get that half DR poly. Gets put into a fear. Good denial of that polymorph, but the Fuzion in the center of the map. Luckily, a nice entangling root from Beanslayer, locking Stay Strong down. He throws the Reflect up to try and eat some crowd control. Doesn't eat anything just yet. The full poly is going to land. Fuzion still getting pressure, though, at 30%. Got locked out. Colossus smashes up. Saved by the Light is going to proc and Stay Strong with the pressure this game.
Yeah, Maldiva able to get those haunts off onto Fusion, which makes a huge, huge difference, keeping full dots on him. Stay Strong caught into the Hodge, Zileawong caught into the full sheep. Maldiva just jumping down and porting back up to safety, and he's just not going to take any damage. Beanslayer's having a really hard time reconnecting onto him, and meanwhile, Fusion under a lot of pressure right now, and the Stormbolt having to pop that wall. Avenging Wrath is going to come out by him, trying desperately to get heals out, faking over and over and over. But now, because of this, Maldiva pops his Dark Soul and is able to fully hot him, and Fusion's in a lot of trouble right now. Beanslayer's rotting.
Oh.
Samiyam actually gets a sheep reflected there.
That Typhoon, though, he's stuck down there on the side of the ramp, and that entangling root. Stay Strong is so mad right now. He's actually mounting up to run back up after that amazing knock from Beanslayer, but it doesn't even matter. He's still got the pressure regardless. Avenging Wrath fades into the Stormbolt. He goes, he triggers immediately, throws at the Fist of Justice, giving him the time he needs to get these casts off, but Stay Strong is going so ham this game. Maldiva getting pressured in the back line, though, at 50%. Fist of Justice onto Samiyam. Fusion still getting pressured by Stay Strong. Throws up the Reflect. Not sure what CC was trying to eat. Beanslayer finally pulling back in a Wild Charge route. Stay Strong, put him into the full Cyclone and give Fusion the time he needs to top off, but he's almost tapped on mana. It's only 3.5 minutes into the game. Unlike last time, I imagine he's trying to sit for a drink, but Stay Strong connects right away with the remaining amount of that Avatar, pressuring him into the Stormbolt. He goes. It might force a bop or a bubble. He uses the shield wall. He's trying to take it out, but Stay Strong is just going so ham. He locks him out at 30% HP, proccing the Save by the Light. Maldiva's sitting pretty at full HP. A Fear onto Fusion at 29%. It's going to fade, but a Deep Freeze onto Stay Strong, but the Howl of Terror to deny the Polymorph. He might be in trouble. He gets locked out from range. 30%. He can't bubble for a few more seconds into execute range, and Stay Strong is definitely strong.
That map making all the difference. Maldiva just under no pressure when he's able to jump off, and this FMP really doesn't have another target choice. It's going to be hard for them to go on Zileawong or Stay Strong, so, I mean, they just really don't have a target on that map. This makes it really difficult.
Yep, there it is. It currently is tied 1-1 at this point. The next win is going to decide who advances and who gets eliminated next. Can this Warrior Lock Paladin team take the win, or is this Feral Mage Priest going to set up the kill and take it home? Find out in just one more game, guys. Here we go. Now it is going to be Scout's Honor's turn. Map choice. I'm very excited to see what they're going to choose, man. I mean, is it going to be Ruins? I feel like it's not
Dalaran or Ruins.
It's Dalaran or Ruins.
Small map. I don't know which one necessarily. I think Dalaran would be like less all-in-y, if I can use that as a word. Dalaran's less all-in-y, but Runes is like Fusion's going to get swapped to a lot as a Paladin, whereas Dalaran he can kite a little bit, but it didn't even seem to matter. Like, Maldiva just kept up dots, and Stay Strong just chased him the entire time. So if they pick Runes, again, that could backfire for him. If they pick Dalaran, it still probably could backfire for him. So they're going to have to play a little bit more defensively, but that's what Maldiva wants, so he gets some off of them. So it's good target decision that's forcing, like, it's forced mistakes. Beanslayer wants to hit Maldiva, but he doesn't want to let doesn't want to let Fusion die, so he comes back to peel, but then Maldiva does free damage. So it's like a really hard decision that they're put in.
So they're going to go ahead and take a few minutes to decide on the next map. Oh, never mind. They are here, and they chose Tiger's Peak.
Alrighty then.
There it is.
We've been wrong before. We've been wrong before.
Alright, guys. We'll see you guys in the last map of this best of 3. What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
No more.
Welcome to Tiger's Peak, everybody. It is 1-1. The next win is going to take everything and continue on in the tournament. I don't know, man. I feel as though this is going to be a long, dampening match. But I don't know. Are they going to change their kill target up, or are they just going to continue to stick on Maldiva?
I think that's like one of the only things they can do. I mean, maybe they can go on Zileawong and pressure him and cross CC Maldiva and stay strong a lot. I mean, they have a lot of CC. It could be a viable option for them. But, I mean, in terms of this WLP, I think they're going to be sitting on Fusion. That worked out really well for them in the last game.
Yeah, Gateway's coming down. Not going to be able to stop it with any blink CS shenanigans from Samiyam. Just walking across the map with the Invis. Wants to get some early CC, using that Invis as the advantage that he has. Going for the early Polymorph. So he does get locked out. I actually believe he fake casted. Going for the Frost Shot now instead onto Zileawong. Throws the Fist of Justice onto Beanslayer. But Stay Strong just popping the Avatar onto Fuzion. He doesn't care if he has dots. He wants to kill him alone. 50%. This is a repeat of last game. He's going to use the Aura Mastery this game and space out his cooldowns a little bit more. Maldiva getting pressured at 50% HP. Full bleeds are up. Zileawong going into an endless amount of CC now into the Deep Freeze. 40% on Maldiva. Comet Storm comes in. Execution Sentence connects before the full clone, topping him off.
Yeah, Maldiva popping that Demon Soul, finally able to get full dots onto Fuzion. He's going to counter that with his wall there. Maldiva actually being put into the full clone by Beanslayer. Hodge coming out from Zileawong onto Beanslayer. They're going to try to pressure him a little bit, but Fuzion is still the target of choice. Stay Strong caught into the full Hodge at the moment. Maldiva taking a little bit of damage. No CC out on the Zileawong just yet, but Fusion's under a lot of pressure right now, hovering around 50% HP. Might actually have to bubble here. The Saved by the Light comes out. He's popping that Avenging Wrath, but he does get stunned on it. He needs desperately to get out some heals. Beautiful clones coming out from BSX, though, on to Stay Strong. The Fear's coming out from Maldiva, denying any heals that Fusion could do while he has its Avenging Wrath up, but he's finally going to be able to get some cast off and top himself off.
Oh, nice gateway by Maldiva, denying the incarnation, but this kitty runs fast. Go, kitty, go. Connects, forces the Dark Regen. Aura Mastery, Avenging Wrath heals come in, topping him off. Maldiva loading up the full dots, though. Stormbolt connects onto Fusion in the center map, but a nice Polymorph doesn't get dispelled, though, by Zileawong. Still pressuring Fusion. He's trying to run away. The heroic leap there, half HP into the half poly now. A Hodge on the Beanslayer. He can't afford to dispel it, though. Denounces are coming in. Samiyam gets locked on the poly. He might just go down. 19%. Got locked out again. 5%. He's going to get the bubble off. A really good maim from Beanslayer, giving him the time to get that bubble, man, by the seat of his pants.
Yeah, but coming out of that bubble, I mean, he's still not topped off, and Stay Strong is on him. Maldiva has that Demon Soul up. Wasn't able to get any dots onto Fusion for now, but the full Stormbolt coming out. Meanwhile, Samiyam getting rotted down very, very low, as well as Beanslayer. Zileawong able to top off Maldiva. Is into that DR clone at the moment, but Stay Strong has his Avatar up, and he's going to have a lot of pressure at the moment. The Hodge coming out on the Beanslayer. He could just die. Saved by the Light comes out. Survival Instincts as well. We're looking to see Stay Strong go back onto Fusion now that Beanslayer swap is sort of played out, and here he comes immediately back on him, making sure he can't top off Beanslayer, and he's under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and he gets the bop off. He's trying to get in to heal Beanslayer. He's getting pressured by Maldiva as he's pushing in. He kind of has to. The safeguard comes out from Stay Strong. He locks the pummel out on Beanslayer. He's in a bit of trouble at 50%. Fusion with the Avenging Wrath. He's going to get swapped to, though. He's going to have to play catch-up. If you constantly swap onto a Paladin like this, when Maldiva gets locked out on the UA, Comet Storm comes in, clones onto Zileawong, into the Frost Jaw now at 40%. Saved by the Light's going to proc. He's trying to go for the Haunts. He gets locked out. Zileawong has to bubble as a result. Pops the Avenging Wrath, spamming the heals, spamming them out desperately, but Fusion gets locked out again at 50%. Now into the full Stormbolt at 30%. No bubble, no bop. Saved by the Light's going to proc. He comes out. Execution Sentence. Heals big. Going to be able to top himself off. Nice Amplify Magic by Samiyam as well, giving him a little bit of an extra healing boost, but Stay Strong just heroic leaping in, pressuring Fusion constantly. A full poly onto Zileawong. Maldiva getting pressured in the center, but not too much damage just yet. BSX trying to go for a clone here, trying to fake the interrupts. He's going to land the full clone. Maldiva might have to portal here. Nice Blood Horror. Comet Storm comes in. Ice Novas connect. There's the portal to answer all that. Fist of Justice onto Stay Strong. Trying to go for a poly, but Maldiva locks it out immediately. Now going for the Frost Drill, which is going to land. Maldiva gets locked out on the Fear at half HP. Might have to gateway out of here. Zileawong spamming the heals, but is it enough?
We'll see. Fusion still at 50% HP, getting away for a second, able to get some heals off on himself here. Hopefully going to be able to top himself off for his sake. If we look, BSX, it has all his cooldowns up. The Incarnation, the Berserk coming out in around 20 seconds, and that could be very scary for Maldiva. Zileawong caught into the poly, the DR poly. Maldiva hovering around 50% HP at the moment, and Stay Strong still on the back of Fusion, trying to pressure him as much as possible. But Maldiva not out of the woods yet, actually trinketing, I think, that full main. Zileawong caught into the clone, and BSX has all his cooldowns coming up in a couple seconds, and they're able to force quite a bit of cooldowns there without even using them. So this could be big trouble for Maldiva in the near future.
Yeah, he's trying to fake cast some interrupts to land some defensive fears, but he gets locked out by Beanslayer, not letting anything get by him. A full poly on Zileawong. Maldiva's kiting away to portal back out of line of sight. He does get it off with the Soul Burn. He's running for his life right now with that sprint. A full poly on Zileawong into the Frost Blast. Aura Mastery. The Howl of Terror lands on the Beanslayer. It's going to get dispelled by Fusion, but now he goes into the Stormbolt. Fist of Justice cross DC. They swap over to Fusion at 80%. He's got the Hand of Purity, but it's going to fade. He goes for the heals. He's trying to fake cast some interrupts. Nice polymorphs from Samiyam, giving Fusion the time he needs to heal with his Avenging Wrath. Now the dots are starting to tick drink, though, on Samiyam. He's spamming out the polys as much as he can. Poly lands onto Zileawong fully. Didn't manage to pre-sack it. Safeguard comes out from Stay Strong onto Maldiva to reduce the damage. Dark Regeneration to answer the Incarnation here. He gets put into a full fear. He trinkets the full fear into a half-yard Howl of Terror. Zileawong's going to answer those cooldowns with a bop immediately. Stay Strong, though, with the Avatar pressuring Fuzion. He has the wall. Is it enough? He's running for his life right now. He gets reconnected at 40%, spamming the Word of Glory. He's trying to get through the interrupts. He's not even faking with the full clone on Stay Strong, allowing him to do that. Now into the DR Fear. Colossus Smash comes up. He has a few more seconds of Avatar to take Fuzion down. He's going for the heals, just spamming him. He did fake the pummel. Maldiva spamming the defensive spheres, trying to keep himself top. This Zileawong goes through the CC. Counterspell to lock out the poly now. Full Stormbolt. Has to trinket immediately. Throws the Fist of Justice. Bash cross CC on the Zileawong, but a nice Howl of Terror to deny any CC out of the bash by Maldiva. Charge comes in. Fuzion gets locked out. Does he get soloed is the question. Colossus Smash comes out. 40% HP. 30%. No bops. No bubbles. He fakes the interrupt though. He's spamming the heals. Polymorph comes in. Gonna be able to top himself off. Fuzion lives to see another swap.
Yes, Samiyam realizing Fuzion was in a lot of trouble there coming back. Getting rid of the Spell Reflect from Stay Strong and putting him into a sheep, but still Fuzion fully dotted right now at 18% mana, and he has no cooldowns. He has no cooldowns available. His wall is coming up very, very soon, but Maldiva under a lot of pressure. The DR Hodge coming out onto Zileawong. Maldiva hovering around 30% HP. The Save by the Light did proc there, but I mean, if Stay Strong can get back onto the back of Fuzion, he could be in a lot of trouble. He did 9% mana, caught and do that full Stormbolt. He's going to have to pop the wall, but this could just be it. 22% mana, the Avenging Wrath coming out, and he's going to be able to stabilize a little bit for now, but he's in a lot of trouble. That's his last cooldown.
Yeah, and he's out of mana, like you were saying. Zileawong sitting pretty at 90%. He's going to have to go for a drink. He's trying to. He's sitting down. He's sipping, like Venruki says. He's trying to sip for that mana. Didn't get too much at all. Stay Strong is going to be able to reconnect here shortly. Double Howl Terror lands. Maldiva trying to push in to give Stay Strong some dots, but the Fist of Justice comes out. Stay Strong trinkets it. Stormbolt connects. Hand of Purity. Is it enough, though? He has no wall. Colossus smashes up so much damage into the Fear now to deny his sprint. He's just letting him sit in it. Now the Charge Root comes out. So much damage coming in. Trying to fake the pummel. He gets locked out. 30%. Maldiva trying to load up whatever dots he can. Pops the Aura Mastery. Spamming the heals with almost no mana left in the tank. Saved by the Light is going to come up and proc in time. Samiyam's trying to counter pressure onto Maldiva. They're just going to clone him up. Wait for the CC to get onto Zileawong. But what do you do as Fuzion? His bubble is now available though. Clone onto Stay Strong. He's trying to save it. But how does he find a drink in this situation?
He doesn't, especially if Stay Strong is going to be sitting on him. He's trying to get away now. Stay Strong caught and do that full Hodge. Going to try to get away, going to try to sit down for a drink, and I don't know if Stay Strong really has a way to connect. Does a heroic leap over. Fuzion not really able to get anything going there, but Maldiva in a lot of trouble. Zileawong caught into the DR Sheep. The Save of the Light does proc onto Maldiva there. He's still hovering around 26%. But yeah, Fuzion able to actually get off some drinks there, and Stay Strong getting polymorphed on his avatar, so well done by Samiyam, throwing out those peels. Zileawong has the Avenging Wrath up right now, but Beanslayer with a beautiful offensive clone on Maldiva, denying those heals. The Deep Freeze coming in onto Zileawong. Maldiva could be in a lot of trouble right now, but he gets the huge Wings Execution sentence. Beanslayer taking a little bit of damage, but he does have that Incarnation up right now, but Zileawong's just going to bop that, doesn't want any of that Incarnation from Beanslayer, and Maldiva's going to stabilize because of that, but Fuzion able to get a huge drink, up to 70% mana, but he is under a lot of pressure right now. Hovering around 60% HP. He does have his bubble and a bop available as well as Trinket, but that he might actually be able to not do that. I mean, he has his wings up right now. He might be able to catch a huge heal. Zileawong actually having to use his bubble, and I don't think Zileawong has anything left. I can't see his cooldowns, but yeah, I don't think they really have anything left.
He actually rebuked a polymorph by Samiyam, and Stay Strong's trying to reconnect, but he's getting CC'd so much. A clone onto Zileawong. Maldiva gets locked out, and he's trying to throw the dots out now, finally going for some defensive fears. Even throws the Blood Horror up. A Hodge into Samiyam. He's just going to blink, though, into the full fear. Stay Strong trying to connect onto Fuzion, but he got that huge drink. He's got so much mana now. Poly onto Zileawong. Maldiva completely alone here in the center, 50%. He's going to portal away from the Comet Storm in time, and he's going to be a very scared Warlock right now. Execution Sentence connects before the Frostjaw, topping him off a reasonable amount, and Fusion's getting pressured at 50%. Full Howl Terror on the Beanslayer gets dispelled in time by Fuzion, almost catching the UA, which would have spelt disaster for him. Luckily, he did get it, and full dots are finally getting loaded up. There's the Dark Soul pop by Maldiva, trying to get the pressure rolling for Stay Strong, but he goes into the full Fist of Justice. No trinket available, no dispel in sight. Zileawong gets locked out, uses the Avenging Wrath, but now into the Deep Freeze. The clone denies any of the healing, and they need to get more CC. The full clone gets swapped over. Maldiva gets locked out. Comet Storm comes crashing in, 40%. Frozen Orb is out as well. Sack comes out from Zileawong, spamming the heals, trying to get through this. Samiyam getting pressured though at 30%. Stay Strong into the clone from Beanslayer, and both of these teams are on the ropes.
Yeah, Fusion now getting swapped to by Stay Strong, the full sheep coming out onto Zileawong. Maldiva using that port sprint, able to get away and load up the dots onto Huge Sack, who is going to use that bop on himself to get out of trouble. Still has full dots though, so he's going to be rotting down a little bit. Dampening is so high, 30% HP. Maldiva getting cloned on his heels. If they can get a clone onto Zileawong, Maldiva could be in a lot of trouble right now if they can get any fallouts. We see the full clone comes out onto Zileawong. He's going to trinket that immediately to try to top up Maldiva. The DR clone comes out. Fusion now has his wings up, going to be able to top off his entire team, but now Zileawong doesn't have bubble. He has no trinket available into the full sheep. Maldiva down to around 50% HP. I don't think he has his heals up. He doesn't have gateway available. Save of the Light comes out. The bop coming out from Zileawong. Full Hodge from Fusion though onto Zileawong. Maldiva still in a lot of trouble. As soon as this bot phase, I mean, Beanslayer is going to be able to reconnect with the double howl coming out from Maldiva onto Samiyam as well as Beanslayer, but Fusion is the one in trouble as well as Maldiva right now. The DR bash coming out onto Zileawong. Maldiva hovering around 40% HP. The rallying cry comes out. Fusion taking a little bit of damage now. But Maldiva's still the one in trouble. The Frostjaw comes out onto Zileawong from Samiyam. Maldiva hovering around 20% HP, and the full sheep comes out, and he's just going to die. Fusion using that bubble, and Scout's Honor is going to take this matchup 2-1.
Holy crap, 37% dampening. I feel like that drink, man.
80K.
He got 80% mana. One
Yeah,
drink.
that drink was the winning
deal.
drink, man.
Yeah, but
there was no way, man, if he was tapped.
I feel
There's no
like
way.
if Stay Strong didn't pull back, though, Maldiva would have died.
That's where the rough decision comes in. Do you just go for it? Do you come back? Like, do you let him do it? Do you? I mean, he shredded through that mana pretty quickly. It was more so that his bubble came up, I think, than anything else. But it's like such a hard choice. Do you stop it? Do you say whatever? But they decided to say whatever, and Fusion, Beanslayer, and Samiyam pulling out the FM Paladin, taking that series 2-1. Or was it 2-0?
That is
No, it's
2-1.
2-1.
2-1, yes. They went to Nagrand, Beanslayer, and that's the importance of taking that first win in Nagrand, man. Is now they got the last map choice, right? Like if they had, I mean, it's crazy. So like if it's intense, it is intense. So GG's goes out to both of these teams, and